Welcome. My name is Christy Hitchings, and I'm the Executive Director of Rooted Wisdom Africa, formerly Into Your Hands Africa. Thank you so much for being here with us today as we celebrate another year of Ssuubi Means Hope on behalf of our secondary school students and communities. Rooted Wisdom Africa's mission is to empower children and families to rise above the constraints of poverty through education and business development. So since 2007, we have been working in South Central Uganda, supporting over 35,000 Ugandans, sending 1,600 kids to secondary school and vocational college, helping 1,800 women and farmers launch businesses, and impacting over 70 villages. And so we'll take just a few minutes to share with you updates on some projects that we have going on, as well as talk a little bit about our future. And through this time, you'll get to see some of the people who help make this work possible, our Ugandan partners, our headmaster, and some of our Rooted Wisdom staff. But again, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today and to learn more about this year's initiatives through our Ssuubi Means Hope event. To talk a little bit more about each of the initiatives, I'd like to start with the Ndagwe Secondary School Garden.
When we are prioritizing the needs of the school, we realize that the major need is lunch, food, because almost 80% of our students, we are staying to school without getting lunch. So I'm looking forward to see the school garden expanded to a level that is sustainable. Because we have just started the program of the school garden, and actually the returns looks to be good. Because currently we no longer buy vegetables to mix in the students' bins concerning vegetables, because in our school garden we have enough vegetables. So we want to expand it to a level that it remains sustainable. Ours is a demonstration garden. It is garden where learners get what to eat, and also we use it to teach the learners. Whatever we are doing, it is more scientific. Actually, we use less of the chemicals. That is another difference. We are more of organic. So we find out that ours is so much better when you compare to the community.
Another one of the initiatives that we would like to focus on through this year's Ssuubi Means Hope event is the expansion of student scholarships through our life skills program. And when doing this, we'll be able to provide them with lunch, the life skills personal and professional development training classes, which include goal setting, the value of education, the value of girls, how to set a budget, how to apply for college, time management programs, how to earn sustainable livelihoods, so how to earn income while still in school. But beyond that, the program will also allow these students to access free lunch.
When you give us lunch, you find out that one, learners are now interested in coming to school. When they are leaving home, they know that there will be something at lunch. So that interest alone has brought attention in class. Learners are very attentive in class when we are teaching them. Very, very, very attentive. And through their being attentive in the class, you find out that the general performance has improved.
Yeah, I think I learned more because the time reaches for lunch here. I get something to eat. I feel comfort here. I feel comfortable in the class. So it helped me like to build up my findings.
Through our vocational training pilot program, life skills students will have the opportunity to be exposed to 2 new vocational trades in their schools. So what this means is through this program, they will learn how to start businesses, identify viable trades that are in need in the area, as well as start earning income while still in secondary school. The pilot project will include trades such as brick making, notebook making, sanitary pads. Whatever is relevant to that village is what will be determined as opportunities for these students to engage.
Number one is tailoring, because in the rural areas, Most people are putting on those old clothes which needs repair all the time. Eh? So if somebody is trained in tailoring, at least can earn something almost every day. Then there are so many motorcycles in the villages, so many, which needs at least people who are well trained to maintain them. They need to go in the village when at least they have what they can do. The Uganda education system is too broad. And you find out that somebody finishes even Form 6 when he or she can do nothing. So if you assist them and then they get skills, it will help them to stay comfortably in their communities.
To talk a little bit more about one of our initiatives for this year's Ssuubi Means Hope event, I'd like to share about our out-of-school youth program. This program is targeted at youth between the ages of 15 and 22. These are recent individuals who were pushed out of school during the COVID pandemic and who were unable to return due to aging out or the lack of school fees. So this pilot project is our effort in responding to the out-of-school youth crisis that we're seeing in Uganda.
Some lost hope because I dropped out. I don't see my future anymore. But if you boost their hope, they will see their value. Apart from our usual classes, the entrepreneurship, business marketing, and also these kids are going to get specific classes like goal setting, responsibility, and doing the right thing. After the lessons, I want these kids to be motivated, like we've studied the lessons, let's implement, let's put into practice what was taught to us. They will no longer be called dropouts because they will be young entrepreneurs. So I'm seeing these kids being young entrepreneurs and living an example for Rooted Wisdom Africa that this is the impact, this is the milestone Rooted Wisdom Africa did to our lives.
A pencil, a pen, a notebook, a book bag. These basic things that we take for granted are at times for our Ugandan students the barrier between them succeeding in school and them not.
Here in our schools, most of our learners, they have some books, they come with only pens. The biggest percentage, they have those books, they have the pens. But buying the new ones becomes a problem. Because now when you look at I don't know how the inflation is in America, but in Uganda, the prices almost tripled, which used to be bought at 5,000 a book. It is now 15,000, 16,000, and so on. So the cost is a big challenge because they are very expensive now.
So as we look to conclude this year's Ssuubi Means Hope event, I just want to stop to say thank you. Thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for giving us a moment to share what our Ugandan communities and schools are up to. Thank you for investing in this essential work. Through your generosity, we will be able to come alongside 25 youth between the ages of 15 and 22 who are currently out of school, who were recently pushed out due to the COVID-19 pandemic. We will be able to offer 75 new life skills scholarships to kids who are currently going otherwise. We will feed over 200 students every single day a lunch while they're at school. We will help support Ndagwe in launching an Ndagwe demonstration garden that in the future will feed up to 400 kids. But beyond all this, your support will also help students access those necessary school supplies that they need to be successful. Through your generosity, over 200 students will be supported with new school supplies in the form of rulers, pencils, paper, notebooks, and note bags. And when it comes to those tests next month, you can be sure that they will have those tools that they need to be successful. So on behalf of our communities, our schools, our students, and our families, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for investing in this essential work. You make this important work possible, and we are so grateful to have you. Thanks again.